Hey everybody, Ken Mills back here again. I know y'all enjoyed the social behavior episode, but tonight we got a cold one for you. We got energy. So when we started to talk about energy, I started thinking about the energy that's in the industry that I'm in, that's in comedy, right? So we have four of the most preeminent comedians, female comedians, and we also got a male comedian, the cold one in the game, a young brother coming up, Big Chris. Want y'all to tune in and watch them. But before you do, we have a quick commercial. Now there's a show that'll be happening Friday, May the 13th at Mr. A's at 8 p.m. called The Killer Comedy Show. Check out this commercial and go ahead and join them tomorrow night at Mr. A's. If you want the information, look on Eventbrite. It's called The Wow Killer Comedy Show. Y'all tune in, and it's brought to you by Your Girl ENT and also RT Tracy ENT. Check this out.
Did you gonna get ready for the show?
This is how I get ready for the show. I get ready for the show just like these. Bitches mad at me.
Club gone till I gotta hold it, gotta hold it, gotta hold it.
Y'all better get out of my damn house. Come on.
Club gone till I gotta hold it, gotta hold it, gotta hold it, gotta hold it, gotta hold it. Got some good hits.
Hey, yo, hey, it's your girl, Reggie Tracy. Make sure you meet me Friday 13th at Mr. A's on Cavalcade, 3409 Cavalcade, Houston, Texas. Fifth Ward is going down. Killer Comedy Show. You better die laughing or bring you a body. Peace out.
Hello fam, Ken Mills here once again with World of Comedy 5 Entertainment. So to give you the idea of what Unbiased is, we always see things on social media and also in the world where we wonder what is the thought process behind these idiotic things that people do. We're going to give an honest, unbiased opinion. So with that being said, we're going to cover several different topics. These topics will start from mental health, addiction, finance, incarceration, relationships. We're going to be truly unbiased this season. So remember, tune in at 8 p.m. Check us out on Boss Up Houston Network. We're back with a brand new episode. Now this week, it's a song they play in Louisiana. What they say? I got my people with me, huh?
What? In the building is what we saying. I got my people with me. Hold on.
So some of these folks, for everybody at home, I know they may be familiar faces. Most of them have been on the show before, but we have some new faces here. So this episode is going to be entitled Energy. So when we first start off, I want to introduce you to everybody.
Hi guys, I'm Lady Rico. I'm an author, a comedian, a mother. I'm in here.
Listen, this your girl Kalo coming to you live from in the newsroom. I am Miss Up here down here at the Boss Up Houston Network, you heard me? With Ken Mills with the Unbiased. I am Miss from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, in this motor scooter tonight. Okay, I'm trying to keep it clean though, but that's what I got going on. We're going to swing it on over to you, Real.
Oh yes, we got comedian Sherelle in the building. I am a mother of 4. I have a grandchild, and I'm a comedian. I've been doing this for 3 years, and I'm ready to be a successful comedian. Y'all check me out.
Yeah.
Let me know how y'all like my set and all that there, because I'm going to put that all in the comments and everything, and at the end so y'all can know how to follow me or whatnot. But Black Sheep, what you got going on?
I am the voice of the Black Sheep. I am a poet and a comedian and just an all-around artist. And I'm from Port Arthur, Texas.
Come on,
a real treat.
PA is not Houston.
You know what I'm saying? You can find me around the city doing a lot of things. I'm also a healer. I'm a safe space healer. I'm just a spiritual healer, all around just a person, creative. Like I said, you can find me on Instagram, just doing, vulnerable rants here and there, and just being myself.
A little dance here and there.
Hey man, what's up? How y'all doing? This is Mr. Joseph Smokes himself, Big Chris the comedian. I'm a dad, first time, so rock with that. But also I'm a weed enthusiast. We run a spot called Joseph Smokes. So pull up. I'm here with my boy Ken Mills. If anybody know that, they know this is my comedy mentor right here. I've been knowing this nigga the whole time I've been doing comedy. Even when this nigga was getting his hair cut by the same barber and we was just talking about shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We know when he was Big Ken.
Yeah, man, he was Big Ken, man.
Formerly known as.
Look at that.
Yeah, but look, God will make a change for you.
Yes, he will.
He will make a change.
Won't
Now,
he do it?
we are missing one person. We want to shout out to Ratchet Tracy.
Ratchet
Tracy. Jay
And
Cook
Jay
as
Cook.
well.
Good,
Yes.
man.
Now, y'all remember Ratchet Tracy? That's my family back from 5th Ward. We're going to represent Jay Cook from the side. She family too.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things I want to talk about. Now, we just ain't all up in here just chilling. Y'all are a collective. The ladies are a collective. Can y'all tell me a little bit about that?
Well, what it is, okay, it's individual artists. We are individually known to rock the microphone, because I get stupid. I mean this. Okay, whatever. So we just come together collectively to bring amusement to the world, to inform, to inspire, to entertain, and to conjure phonetic followers and supporters, okay? And provide thrilling experiences by way of entertainment, live and digitally. So basically, AKA what that mean is, we up here bouncing off each other followers, you heard me? We flipping money on these stupid assholes, yeah, collectively. Yeah, what's up?
Not to mention that our group is called Wow. We are on our way.
Yeah.
I just want to put that out there, and follow us all. Like I said, we'll tell y'all how to follow us at the end.
Now we're not fighters. We the good girl group. We're
I'm
not fighters.
So I really want us to put that out there, that we're about like a real sisterhood. We're like a real sisterhood. Right. We're not just a clique of people who feel like we just want to be, the forefront. Even though we want to be the leaders and set an example of sisterhood, professional sisterhood, and just making sure that people take our craft serious, because it's a male-dominated sport.
Yes, it is.
And to have women support each other collectively, and be the leader, face of that, I feel like is a big responsibility. So I just really want to put that out there, that we're not just people out here doing shit. Like, we're really trying to start a movement. Because we are on our way.
We're on our way.
So what made y'all come together? Because one thing I'm going to say is this. Like, my mama told me explicitly to say, hey, Black Sheep, hey, Sharia, mama love y'all.
Yeah, that's mine.
But what I really want to understand is, like, what led y'all to come together? And also, what led y'all to come with this mission statement? Because there's a lot of division in entertainment. Like, people are always out for themselves. So it's very unique that you see all of these people come together, even people that we don't have on camera. So could somebody fill us in on that?
Yes, what happened was we all collectively came together as one at the. We started going to a place called the Bodega, which was Ray's spot. Shout out to Ray for giving us a shout.
Etc. Ray. Okay.
We all came together there, and as we all sat within each other's sets, we all took notes, and we also was able to critique one another without being criticized or without taking it personal. We fed off of each other's sets. Y'all agree? And energy. I think that's where we kind of grew at. I know I did for sure. And sometimes you can see yourself. People can see you in a difference of how you see your own self, basically. So I mean, as we came together, we just began to come closer. We began to meet outside of comedy and things like that, and we have a lot in common. We're all chasing that same bag, but in a different way, because we all have multiple talents outside of comedy as well. And that's what kind of brought us together, and we just began to have somewhat of a sisterhood. We had a group chat, and we was like, hey, we might be on to something, because we went and we would get on stage and do our sets, and people would specifically be like, man, we waiting on you to go, then we gonna go. You know, and so when we started getting that type of feedback, we was just like, the people want to see us. Like, you couldn't see one without the other. It was either 2 together, 3 together, 4 together. When we all would get together, we seen the energy. We saw the energy, and everybody else felt that energy, and that's where we began, you know, building our group and forming our group, right?
Now, in this group, I still haven't found out who's the cook, because ain't nobody cooked yet. I'm the eater in the group, and I ain't found which one cooked yet.
I want to give a big shout out to Kayla, because Kayla really professionally put us together.
Right. She did.
So we're not a clique. Because a clique is something, that's why I hate the terminology clique. Clique is, to me, is not a professional terminology. We're a collective. Kayla put us together professionally as a collective. Yeah. The energy put us together, because I've had connected with people individually really before this. I'm a black sheep. I'm gonna tell you, I don't really form a good sisterhood. Right. So that's how I knew real life that this was something bigger than just entertainment.
It really is, yeah.
Because I go off of energy. You know, a lot of people have came to me. A lot of the men embrace me. You know, that's why I say Ray. Shout out to Ray, because Bodega.
I think we all started at Ray.
You know,
I started at
3 years.
Shout out to Clip now.
Oh, right.
But it's all the energy of, like we said, the energy of men. And I always had a safe space to be myself. And I was always really kind of accepted with the men already. I just never really had a... I always felt kind of insecure that the women accepted me. So I think that's a big look. I feel like just seeing me, because people know that I don't click with people. Because people, that's why people are like, okay, there's got to be something.
And this is Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up. And where we look up, stay up. Stay up and boss up. This is Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up.
Wanna be a boss? Let's talk business. Let's talk fashion. Let's talk health, fitness, community, lifestyle, and finance with Boss Up Houston, Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. It's Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up.
You're divorced or new in town, it's time to meet your match with Events and Adventures. Whether you're low-key or adventurous, come hang out with tons of like-minded people at exciting group activities. The best part? Everyone is single. From happy hours and trivia nights to outdoor adventures and weekend getaways, Events and Adventures has something for everyone. We're all here for the same reason. So come be part of a community made for singles. Your match is waiting for you to make your move. Visit eventsandadventures.com to get started. That's eventsandadventures.com.
All right, so let me ask you this question. So you guys aren't a clique, you guys are a collective.
We are a collective.
Not only are you guys a collective, but you guys are accountability partners. 'Cause
Exactly.
That's what I'm hearing
We
from.
are.
So
Yeah,
it's like you
we
guys
really
hold
are.
each other accountable.
Yeah.
And that's something that's important. Like I've seen all of y'all individually. May 13th, you're going to get to see them all together. A real killer show,
The
man.
Killer Comedy Show. Check us out. It's at Mr. A's. If you're in Houston, if you don't know where that's at, DM us. Let us know, because we're going to give you the address.
It's 3409 Cavalacca K Rose Street. Pick your name.
Now hold on. If y'all try to find out where that street is, you'll never make it. The street is called
Cavalcade.
She didn't know either. She didn't know.
And if you don't know what Mr. A's is, it's the old Red Rooster. I know you might
No, it
know
ain't.
that.
I'm talking about
Hold on.
That's not what that is.
Hold
on, my bad.
Shout out to behind the
That's
comic.
why I got them in my life.
Stop the
This is
press.
why I have
Stop
them now,
the
because they
press.
correct me when I'm wrong. I'm
Stop the
always
press.
wrong.
Stop the press. We can tell that you didn't leave 610 South.
I did. I don't know nothing about the north side.
There's 59 in
I got
Cavalcade.
GPS every day.
59 in Cavalcade now.
Okay.
You exit Cavalcade, make that right, you come down. It look like a shack, but when you go there, that's where it's at.
Okay.
What he said.
What he had said. My bad,
What he
y'all.
said.
And that nickel.
Shout out to
Cavalacca
Mr.
Cave.
Ash.
Yeah, that.
They say it's in the Gush Garden or the something garden.
Cashmere Garden.
Cashmere. Shout out to the Cashmere Garden, them people too.
I was treating the garden. I had to bring my shame.
You know what?
Cashmere Garden.
One thing I love about Houston, though, you know, Houston is overly saturated with people. But I feel like even though it is, especially of artists, it's still a big area to be creative. It is. Mm-hmm. And different ways to be creative. I mean, you know how many shits is going on today? Mm-hmm. It's different ways that you can work on your craft and be seen out here in the industry in Houston. So, yeah, shout out to Houston, you know, and I shout out for Mr. A's for giving us our first opportunity, really.
Right. As a collective.
As a collective.
I want to say something before
Go ahead.
And then look, and then also just real quick, we also slanging Zoom links for the 10. You heard me? Listen, but this what I wanted to say, because if you can't make it to Cadillac Arcade, you can watch by Zoom. Listen.
We're gonna translate all that for y'all later.
Because
she got it on the paper and still don't even say it right.
We know what she's saying, but y'all
look, no, this is what I want to say. This is from my perspective. We came together like this here. It is what you said and it's what you said, but also for me, it was we on our way. I'm gonna put my cell phone. I'm not gonna wait for nobody to put me on. Yeah. I'm gonna put my own cell phone. But if I come with ratchet trace, this is that and the third. It's a collective of us, because I don't want to do bad by myself. I want to do great with others.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Amen. Yes.
So all I'm saying is, I said, when we was at that, it was me, you, and Tracy at that Clio Lounge, and we was like, man, we need to do something again. We need to do something. And instead of keep saying that, I'm holding people accountable for who be like, man, we need to do this.
Instead
like you were saying, y'all was at the barbershop running it. Nigga will run it for 5 years, talking about what we need to do. Whoop the whoop. Put that shit in action, man. Otherwise, I don't want to hear it.
And I hope that's why I'm glad that we're the leaders to do that. Because there's a lot of people who probably have the idea of doing that, but just don't have the security of doing that.
For sure. Or that encouragement. Because I can tell, I can't say shout out to Rico and to Kalo. When I did my set, they were the first ones to be like, oh my God, I just came to see you. I'm like, you did. It made me feel like a celebrity, and I really appreciate that, because they really pushed me and motivated me to continue to get on the stage. You know what I mean? And Rico never slept on me though. She was always just like, girl, you need to get this, you need to get that, you better stop playing. I was like, yes ma'am. You know, and I had to do whatever I was supposed to do, you know. And Kayla, of course, she got on me. She like, listen. So I listened, because I'm a very hard-headed person. I'm a Taurus, you know, we the bulls. So, you know, I'm hard-headed, so I begin to learn and take it all in and take myself more serious when it comes to it, because it's not just a hobby to me. Yeah, this is a career. This is something that I want to progress.
And we don't talk about it, we
We're
be about
to do it. Yeah.
All right. So this is what I like to do as well, because I want to pivot to a certain point, and I'm going to ask a very open question. So, being that y'all ladies in a male-dominated realm of entertainment,
and we real ladies too,
right?
Yeah. We are.
So, has there been any type of disrespect that may have came from the other side, from the male side, that may have hindered you or may have offended you in any type of way?
I would say for me, no.
For me, no.
I'm gonna be realistic. Yes.
I would say yes.
I'm just gonna be real and say yes. I'm gonna be, but it's not hindered me, but it made me see the reality of the industry.
Well, maybe that, but not hindered.
Yeah, I would say hinder in a way of trusting the men in the industry, because it's a male-dominated sport. So who the hell are you gonna trust if you really don't trust the men in the industry? It's like a slim picking. So yes, I have, and it has made me insecure sometimes as a woman, because I'm not the super, stereotypical beauty of a woman, and I've gotten that a lot of times. Sometimes we make jokes about it, but sometimes it can affect you. When you know that that's not your thing. And I've had it sometimes when people proposition you, make you feel like you have to make them feel a certain way to get to a certain point.
To a certain level.
And it's real in the industry. And I'm one of the people, I don't like to freak people out, but I'm a realist. So I know how to deal with people. So I just learned that that's real. But it's not going to stop me. But that's just a part of the game, And I'm glad I got it early on.
So, Sherelle, did you have something to add to that?
For myself, I don't think that I feel for sure that it didn't hinder me at all. It actually helped me. I've learned to take constructive criticism and criticism, period, as a stepping stone. You know what I mean? Like I said, people can view you different than how you see yourself, and I like it now. Before I used to be like, what? What do you mean by that? But when it's male, when you know how to handle yourself or handle the situation, it really doesn't. It don't get to me because before comedy, I had that. I had, guys, hawking or doing whatever they were doing, and somebody could criticize me, and I got offended, but then I had to regroup because I was just like, well, you're not the one finna sign me.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not really paying no bill or nothing like that for me to be crying because you said what you said. It bothered me, but I'm good. I bounced back from it because, like I said, there is no perfect person in whatever craft that they do. I feel like every day I'm growing, and I'm not gonna allow anybody to say anything negatively to me and make me say, oh, this may not be for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that's not, it's in God's plan. It's not in that person's plan to tell me where I'm going with my comedy. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm going to take it in, though, because if it's going to help me, I'm going to receive it. But, I mean, it's up to me if I'm going to take that and use it as a stepping stone to show them, like, hey, you told me this and whatever, I worked on it, but I'm good. Not for you, but for me.
I think that's one of my mission, and I know that I want to make very clear in the industry that I'm learning to do it in a more polished way, but I'm learning to show women that it's okay to be yourself. Like, I want to be the average woman. Like, I like the fact that I'm just the basic average ass girl, like the weirdo. Because there's a lot of people like me who are very insecure about themselves and don't see themselves represented. We all beautiful ladies, but realistic, they the beautiful ladies. You see what I'm saying? So I feel
it's
like
harder, believe it or not, it's harder for myself and Sherelle because the first thing they see is
they see
ass.
bodies.
And
Yes.
I can't stand that because it's like, no, we're actually funny.
Yeah.
So how y'all deal with the inappropriate hugs? Like y'all.
Okay,
know what I'm
first and
talking about.
foremost, let me say that I wasn't gonna say nothing. That's Chris brought that up. You see, I had my lips
But no,
sealed,
it's
right?
real.
It is real. It is inappropriate hugging going on. You know, good in the hell, goddamn well, you did not have to touch my areolas when you went in for the hug. You did not have to do that. Then when you come from the back end on that boosie back end hug way, you heard me? Your hands so close to my ass, nigga. I feel like we might need to go in the bathroom. Is you making a pass at me?
You know, it's real live. It's real.
The funny part is she was quiet.
But she really had to touch on that. And the thing about it does happen. And sometimes you can blow it out, but sometimes they get carried away because when you don't say anything, they think you're okay with it. You're just not saying it.
But the thing is, it be like, am I tripping? Because I know this boy, he's a good standing citizen of the community. It's no way that he is purposefully inappropriately touching me.
It's passive inappropriate.
I'm saying passive inappropriateness. Cause I'm saying my mind playing tricks on me. We
gonna call that PI. The niggas got PI. Passive inappropriate.
But I'll speak for the men. I can't speak for all of them, but I speak for the men. Anytime that I've ever approached y'all, it's been on the sister.
Always.
And I always try to help.
Yeah.
Cause see, look, I don't look at what I do for businesses, for passion. I don't look at it as my as my personal background, backyard. You know what I'm saying? People look at it like that's their backyard, like everything getting there I can get. Maybe
Trey Songz and the niggas and shit.
Yeah.
Don't fucking Trey Songz me, goddamn
Look,
it.
maybe I feel like I'm that funny that I got carte blanche to get at anybody I want to.
Carte blanche, let me write that down. How you spell that, Ken Mills? CARTE. Remember I said we want to inspire and inform. I was just informed. Chris have something to say.
Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
But as a new male in the industry, like we see the same shit too, though. Like
they inappropriately hugging you, Chris.
Saturday night they told me you had a teddy bear hat.
They told me I had a teddy bear hat on. Man, I done got all kind of stuff. Y'all be surprised. These cougar chicks be out here. Hey, young comic.
Because you know what I believe, because that you ever look in the audience, who be out there?
Them young, they be up there looking for a young almost star.
We be at the hookah lounge.
It be an almost young star. But now, on a more serious tip though, like that's why if any of the women comics see me interact with them, like it's always on the brotherly type of level. Like even though I be shooting my shot at Sherelle, and my very first time being on stage, I shot my shot at Sherelle. Lady Rico too, man.
It was like a real shot of you just were playing.
Nah. It was just a. Yeah, nah, it definitely wasn't. Hey, it wasn't
on the mic. I thought it was a joke.
Yeah, nah, it definitely wasn't a real shot. But now, like, I always make sure that, like, I try to show the line of. Yeah, like I try to show the line of, hey, there's a such thing as being like, hey, I admire what I see in you, but I don't never want it to go past like the business element unless you're real.
I be feeling like I told you, and I'm just playing unless you're gonna do it.
But nah, on some serious shit though, man. Like I asked that question because like I see it all the time with y'all. Like I see y'all like, especially Sherelle. You know, we be in most of the same spots. I see Sherelle like like I see Sherelle like niggas come hug Sherelle. They hand be like in a smaller back. I'm like that or
it
not.
just blow my mind. I just know that a lot of people got a lot of ugly baby mamas and mamas because if you is not, you know what I'm saying? If you see beautiful people just captivate you like that, something's wrong with you. And it blows my mind because they are beautiful ladies, but bitch, do you see beautiful people all the time?
I'm like, this is myself. I know that I don't know if Rico struggled with this as well. Y'all are beautiful as well, but y'all look like y'all don't play that shit and y'all beat the niggas up. We are more so like I'm finna call the laws and I'm finna call my people. Yeah. But anyway, like I'm saying, like I know that when I enter a room or whatever, I already know the energy that I'm gonna get because I'm a full figure woman. You know what I'm saying? But this is not new to me. Like I feel like that when you have them respect you in a way. Now if you keep keying this and that or whatever, then you asking for whatever you're asking for.
Shut it down.
I've never left with a male comedian or a male.
Don't
period.
do the comments.
Like I'm always, if I'm not with y'all, I have somebody that I know that I can trust walk me to my car. You know what I mean? Because I have been followed to my car. I have been to where I'm like, you gone on, like I gotta go next. You know what I'm saying? And so, and that's why I decided to just either walk alone by myself or walk with someone that I know that I can trust because my mom watch the news all the time, and because I'm doing this and comedy is at night like it is. We coming in the house anywhere between 1 and 3 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Bodies are being found. You know what I mean? And my mama worry. I'm her baby. I'm 40, but I'm still her baby in her eyes. You 40, girl. Saturday, April 23rd, I made 40. Let's just put that on the record. Welcome to not aging. Because Rico 45. That ain't the right number. They like us because they ain't never seen.
I'm 47, but I take 45. Yeah, I take 45.
Oh, wow. 45 when I met her.
And that's the beauty of a sisterhood too, because you need that backup, that assurance. You know what I'm saying? And
reassurance.
Because there's a lot of women who do not look out for each other. You know what I'm saying?
No, Kayla gonna be like, listen, you shouldn't even allow them to even. You right.
Good. That's the beauty of
you right.
And that's why I like the fact that we're showing outwardly how to be proper sisters in a proper sisterhood.
And this is a good experience for us now that we're not so big right now, because when we do get big, we already know how to handle. We know how to handle when that comes to us.
But I'll give you something as well. You already that way. You already big. And I'm gonna tell you
why. That okay.
Yeah, I can
I'm gonna tell you all individually why. So Rico, you have something in your lap. Pull it up to the camera. So, you are an author.
I am an author, a black author, female author. I have a 5-book series, and when you put them together,
yes, ma'am.
It's like in life, we grab nuggets in this part of your life, and you grab, this nugget in part of your life. But in order to see the bigger picture, you have to put it all together to see the bigger picture. That's why I did it like that.
And see, with you having the insight that way, and also you having those many avenues, you've already made it. Also, when you get on stage, people are, how would I put it, they are captivated by what you do.
Yeah.
They continually ask for you to come back. You travel, you go out of town to do it. All of y'all do, right?
What you did at Comedy Lounge was flawless. It was a masterclass.
See? So all I'm saying is humility is great, but never downplay yourself.
Yeah,
right.
That's right.
And Kayla tell me that all the time.
I guess that was just me trying to be humble. You know what I mean? I don't ever want to be like, I'm just
because I learned in the industry that there's a fine line between being humble and cocky.
Right.
Or being confident and cocky.
Right.
Because you need ego in this game, sis. Let them know, you is. What the fuck?
Now, Kayla, Now, you know you breaking news.
Breaking news.
And guess what? You have a personality out of this world.
So
You are
gravitating.
unique. You are your own person. I seen you. We was at a place 366, and you went head to head with one of the top.
With Ray.
here. I wasn't gonna mention that. All right. So, I mean, your time is here. Your time is now. You gotta keep grinding. But the whole thing is, don't ever feel like you're not there, because you're there already.
Yeah.
Sherelle, you already know you're
That's
there
also the city.
already.
You know what? Let me tell you. I have to touch on this because that's why I say we are such an empowered group. Because I was riding to Baton Rouge with Kayla one time, and Kayla was telling me like, "You know, Sherelle," because I kept on saying I'm tired. She was like, we are trying to set ourselves up so we don't have to work anymore. And then it dawned on me, and I was like, well, bitch, don't want to work for nobody no damn more. Then I was looking on Instagram. I'm scrolling, right? I'm looking at Jada shit. She talking about, hey, Jada already paid. Peace be out. She talking about, Jada already paid. What you need to be doing is trying to figure out what you can do with your stuff so you can get money like Jada. And I'm like, I'm a grown ass. I felt some type. Well, then I thought about it. I said, well, she ain't doing nothing but telling me right though.
No, yeah.
Jada is paid. You know what I mean? So it's like that goes back to receiving, because a lot of people, especially women, I'm gonna say, black women, because we always want to know what you meant by that. We always want to know, why is you trying to tell me what to do, because you are not my mama. Like, stop trying to tell me. But that is a person that sees that potential in you. I went to Baton Rouge and did a show with Rico, and she had to set her little table up, had her little merch. I'm standing around like, shit, I guess I'm see that she feel her shit. She like, you gotta get you some merch. What you doing? Like, she had to came back like she just got through dancing and then threw all her money on the table and shit. I was like, well, they said use what you got to get what you want. I like Players Club, you know? So I was just like, I need to take it more serious, you know what I mean? And I'm the type that I do need that push, so I really appreciate that, you know what I mean? Even if I'm stubborn in that moment. You get what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate y'all getting me together in that moment, because y'all see that potential more than I seen it in myself. A lot of people do, you know what I mean? So I need that, because that's my weak link. You know what I mean? So I plan to show the world, eventually that, hey, I got it. I had the right people in my corner that believed in me, and we up there. We on our way.
That was a very vulnerable moment.
Yeah, definitely.
She ain't lying. You see her shirt? I ain't lying.
What I want to talk about with Black Sheep, now Black Sheep really is the Black Sheep, because guess what? She a true problem out here in these streets.
Okay.
If you want to hear the most honest poetry, the most honest comedy, they got similar spirits. I could feel it.
Oh yeah.
Because when I met her, I felt a certain type of way. When I met her, I felt a certain type of way, because I met her on the set of Breakfast with Honey D's. We never met before. What I do the first time I met you, we got that bill, and we were chilling. And she was like, who you supposed to be? I said, I'm the FHB. She was like, what that mean? But I won't say on camera. But sister, you got it. What I'm saying is, you got it. Only time is in front of you. And once people get a hold of what you got, it's going to go. It already going.
Yeah.
You doing improv back to
what
back.
I love? I love because I feel like, too, I am the black sheep of the whole industry. Because I'm the one who do everything. It's like when people be like, bitch, what you do? People, when I first started doing comedy, I was not accepted as a comic because I had poetry. And when I was in poetry, I wasn't accepted as a poet because I had the gift of gab. They was like, bitch, you did a whole comedy set before your poetry. That is what really, so I really didn't feel like I had a space to fit in until I started doing comedy.
And I never even called myself a comedian. I never called myself, I let my senior peers. When I first heard, I went somewhere, I think I was with Lil Darryl, and we was coming in. He was like, man, she a comedian. She need to get in. I was like, yeah, I'm a comedian. You heard what he said? Yeah, so that's when I started.
That's how it is.
I say, well, she's somebody, you're not Sherelle. You are comedian Sherelle. I say, I'm comedian Sherelle.
Yeah.
I've done so many things. Like, before I even started I've been doing art professionally for over 10 years. Like, before I came here, I was doing theater. Like I went to school for it. I was doing a lot of community theater. I've been producing, backstage. I was really doing costume design. That was my passion. I came here to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But poetry helped me open up a different avenue of myself, find my really true self.
And can I touch on that just a little bit? I really want to throw that out there as well. I think that Black Sheep fits you perfectly because we were talking in the group chat and you said something along the line, well, I don't be doing, I don't dress, I'm not shaped. I love that you are your own self, and shout out to Ratchet Tracy because she is her own self.
Ratchet Tracy.
Hey girl. I think it's safe to say that because she talk about it all the time. She get all the time a lot of backlash because she went and got her body done and stuff like that. The thing about it is she don't care about what people think. She gonna do her own thing.
Right.
Ratchet Tracy would get up there and she would have 70 colors in her head with a blunt in her mouth. You know what I'm saying? Just being her own self, no matter how much negative feedback that she get, she don't let that stop her. And she's a very great entertainer.
And very intelligent. Don't let that ratchet shit fool y'all.
Ratchet Tracy, you know what I'm saying? She's a teacher, and she definitely got her shit together.
One thing that I feel like we all have in common is we're authentic.
And this is Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up. And where we look up, stay up. Stay up and boss up. This is Boss Up Houston, where we look up,